The Cold War never turned hot due to a combination of factors. One, mutual deterrence and the logic of restraint, nuclear deterrence. Both the United States and the Soviet Union possessed nuclear weapons, which created a balance of terror. The concept of mutually assured destruction, MAD, meant that any direct military conflict would likely result in catastrophic losses for both sides. This mutual vulnerability acted as a powerful deterrent. Psychological impact. The destructive power of nuclear weapons, demonstrated by the bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, and further emphasized by the development of thermonuclear hydrogen bombs in the mid-1950s, made both sides acutely aware of the potential devastation. Leaders on both sides realized that a nuclear conflict would not be winnable and would lead to the destruction of civilization. 2. Diplomacy and international organizations. Effective diplomacy. Diplomatic efforts played a crucial role in preventing the Cold War from escalating into a hot conflict. Key moments like the Cuban Missile Crisis in 1962 were resolved through intense negotiations. President John F. Kennedy and Soviet Premier Nikita Khrushchev engaged in direct communication to reach a peaceful resolution. Role of the United Nations. The United Nations served as a platform for dialogue and negotiation between the two superpowers. It helped mediate disputes and provided a framework for resolving conflicts through peaceful means. 3. Proxy wars and containment strategies. Proxy conflicts. Instead of engaging in direct military confrontation, the United States and the Soviet Union fought proxy wars in various regions, such as Korea, Vietnam, and Afghanistan. These conflicts allowed both sides to compete for influence without risking a full-scale war. Containment policy. The United States adopted a policy of containment to prevent the spread of communism. This strategy involves supporting anti-communist regimes and movements around the world, which helped to limit the direct military engagement between the two superpowers. 4. Economic and ideological factors. Economic burden. The arms race and the cost of maintaining large military forces placed a significant economic burden on both the United States and the Soviet Union. The economic strain made both sides reluctant to engage in a costly and destructive war. Ideological competition. The Cold War was also a battle of ideologies, capitalism versus communism. Both sides sought to prove the superiority of their respective systems through peaceful means, such as economic development and technological advancements, rather than through war. 5. Leadership and strategic thinking. Leadership choices. The leaders of both the United States and the Soviet Union recognized the dangers of a direct conflict and were willing to exercise restraint. For example, during the Cuban Missile Crisis, both Kennedy and Khrushchev made strategic decisions to avoid escalation. Strategic calculations. Both sides understood that a hot war would not only be devastating, but also unlikely to achieve their strategic goals. The focus shifted to maintaining a balance of power and avoiding direct military confrontation. In summary, a combination of nuclear deterrence, effective diplomacy, proxy conflicts, economic considerations, and strategic leadership